He's got all our biceps.
He stole it.
Oh, look at
Get Chris's bicep. He's probably got a big
Yes.
Can we get a photo with the crew? Is that allowed?
Yeah, please.
Hang on. Just,
Yeah, we need crew. We need the crew. Dave.
Hold on just a second. So Challenged Athletes Foundation with CEO Challenges. What made you want to race with this group of guys?
Well, Roger called me up and asked me if I wanted to ride with these guys, and I reminded him that I was not a CEO, so writing checks like that wasn't so great. But these guys all stepped in and helped me come out here and got to ride with them, and we got to raise a lot of money for a great charity. So, and it was an awesome experience.
Do you know what your final fundraising amount was?
Push it 25. 25,000? Yep, 25,000.
It's still coming in.
Yep.
It's still coming in.
All right, that's good to hear. Roger, we're going to talk with you quite a bit about Challenged Athletes Foundation. This just seemed like an opportunity for you that you couldn't pass up?
Yeah, it's a great opportunity getting together for all these guys. My buddy and I come from Cabo, Mexico. These guys are from all over Canada and the United States. For 8 of us to come together. And, every time I thought it was real tough and I questioned my ability, then I thought of this young fellow over here. And he's doing all of this with 1 leg rather than 2, so we had to suck it up. And anyways, it was a great experience.
He told me he was going to do it with 1 arm behind his back, too. So.
We heard about that.
So what was it like? I mean, you guys had never met, except for 2 of you, before you got together out in Oceanside. It's got to be quite the experience to be with a group of people that you've never met before, and all of a sudden you're sharing a motorhome and sheets and all sorts of fun stuff.
Yeah, well, the first day, it takes a little while getting used to not having the space, but, the thing that I noticed out there was in Monument Valley, all of a sudden we're racing this, the Sacramento policeman, and we're going hardcore all night long. You could see him a couple miles in front of us, we're reeling him in, and all of a sudden it occurred to us, holy crap, this is a race, we gotta race the whole way. So that was the coolest thing that night. It was great.
Mark Bedrisky, you were a late addition to the team. Glad you were able to pop in there, Mr. B.
Yes. Yeah, this was a dream come true for me. What a ride. Great group of people. I'm incredibly proud of them. Oh my gosh, figuring out how to race together, to build the teamwork up, to be successful at that, brought together a lot of different experiences to be successful. So, 4th place, we're awesome. I'm happy with that. A lot.
Good job, you guys. As a CEO, is it hard for you to step into a position like this where you're taking orders from a crew chief that you've never really met before when you're in position of being the one who gives orders?
That's a fair statement, but I think a good leader, a good business person recognizes the importance of a team, and when we have our massage therapist, we have our leader Ted. It all falls in place nicely, and that's what makes us. I think, at least for me, had a really good time with this group, and also. Just a shout out to my good friend Dan Whedon. He's the reason that I'm here. He and I are business colleagues, and Dan had to step aside and he got me in here to fill in for him. So thank you to Dan, and thanks to these guys. I'm sure we'll be lifelong friends after this.
Great to hear, and I really am impressed that you mentioned the massage therapist before the crew chief.
We know where our bread's better.
Roger, you're deeply involved with the Challenge Athletes Foundation. How did you see bringing that in with the CEO Challenges RAAM?
Well, it was a match that's perfect because Challenged Athletes Foundation raises money to give athletes who either lost a limb through an accident, or as Chris did in Wounded Warriors, or sometimes are born without with some limitation. It raises money and it gives grants for physical adaptive equipment, for sporting adaptive equipment, so that they can compete. Because we all know, obviously we're all standing here, we all understand the power of the building of self-esteem through sports competition. And so marrying that with a grueling race like RAAM, it's in the CEO challenges, it seemed like just exactly the right thing to do. And when I heard about it through Ted, I had to sign up immediately.
Great, so we'll see you back next year. Awesome, thanks, Roger. How was your experience?
Well, it was great. I mean, these 8 guys and the whole crew, we just became like a family this week. And, we had a lot of adversity, but it was amazing how everyone stepped up, and filled in for each other. And I'm just honored to be part of it.
High temperatures, high winds. lots of humidity, and you end in a lightning storm. Did you expect all of this when you signed up for Race Across America?
Absolutely. It was a great adventure. It was a great race with a great group of guys and gals. I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
Excellent, 2013. And we'll try to throw snow in for you next time. CEO challenges, everybody. And if we could have your crew hop up there and join.